Hi everyone, happy partial solar eclipse. The eclipse that is happening today will happen again in the Aquarius Leo axe, but of course it's going to affect all of the signs of the zodiac. Let me just take care of something before I continue. Okay, so now, um, I already did a video for each and every sign of the zodiac. I did a full healing for you. So the link for that is down here somewhere below for those of you who are interested. So for each and every sign of the zodiac, I already did a video and I uploaded that on Vimeo for those of you who are interested with a full healing using the healing power of the solar eclipse. But I also know that between 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time until 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, there's what we call a void. So people tend to be emotional, or emotionally you feel this void, especially women, because women are more sensitive to energy. Therefore, I decided that today I wanted to do a clearing for you instead. Hello to everybody online right now. Maria, Almeida, Dodo, Misty, Lisa, Mary. Hi to everyone. So if you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe. I am going to redirect this clearing to everyone who is already subscribed to my channel already. I did clearings before live, and I had a huge positive feedback from you guys. Everybody loved it, and I will keep on doing this in the future. Originally, my plan was to do an Akashic reading again from a solar perspective point of view, like how the solar eclipse happening was going to affect each and every sign of the zodiac. But for some reason, they redirected me toward clearing. Me personally, I felt this shift in energy very strongly, very quickly. So while the eclipse is happening for those couple of hours, yeah, the energy shifts. But generally speaking, this solar eclipse is intended to be very powerful and very positive. Generally speaking, it is intended to restore a sense of optimism, a sense of drive, and a sense that now you are moving forward. And a reminder to everybody, hi Gada, and a reminder to everybody that the real energy shift, you're going to feel it every year in February 4th. So, in February 4th, this is when the energy starts to kick in. So the shift already happened. This is energetically a very important month. So now, let's see what I have. I'm just going to give a little time to everybody so everybody can log in and make yourself comfortable. And I'm now going to start your energy clearing. How to use this video? If you had energy clearings with me before, you're going to know how you feel. Hello from Canada. Hi, Iris. You're going to know how you feel when you get an energy clearing, and you know the difference when you feel blocked from the energy, various different vibrations, and you know that it's time for you to clear again. Usually I recommend clearing right before a major event. For example, you have a job interview scheduled, you need to schedule an energy clearing a day before that. You have surgery, you need to schedule an energy clearing before that. you are launching some sort of a big major project, you need to schedule an energy clearing around that time. Or generally speaking, if you feel down, like everybody is sensitive in their own unique way. You know that you are sensing certain energies or you are carrying energies that are not yours. There's energy everywhere. A thought has energy, a feeling has energy, a room has energy, a building has energy. So we are all affected by each other's energy. Energy keeps moving all the time. So we don't know how energies are connected with each other. That's why from time to time, all of us, we need an energy clearing. To those of you who are still looking to set a date to book your reading or your session, I apologize. I will get back to you as soon as I can. I am running a little bit behind the schedule as of right now. So without further ado, let us now begin with your clearing. I'm going to keep this clearing very brief. I'm going to clear disturbing energies of others. Any energies that is influencing you in a negative way and it is not part of your own natural energy fields. Understand, you as a person who have an external energy field, there's a layer in the external energy fields, and you also have like your own personal energy field, the inner field, and the inner field has different categories. Each category corresponds to an area of your life, corresponds to a set of thoughts, corresponds to a set of feelings, to certain experiences that you have experienced in your life, and it also physically in your body, it also corresponds with an organ in your body or with a group of organs in your body. And at the very end, usually the full clearing requires that after the old energy left, we send it back to the universe because the universe knows what to do with it. Okay, that's the proper way to clear energy. You send it back to the universe, and the universe kind of recycles it. The universe knows what to do with it. The universe decides that this is a good energy and you need to keep this energy because it is working with you. And the universe decides that you don't need this energy anymore and they're going to remove it. Understand that energy is not good or bad per se, but sometimes energy is energy that you needed and it's working with you, and sometimes it's run its course and now you need some fresh energy. So it's very important to do regular energy clearings because you need to bring your system back into balance. The more balanced you are, the happier you are going to be. This energy clearing is based on the principles of traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture, and bringing the system back to a sense of balance is a major key component. So it is based on the very principle of bringing the energies, bringing the system back to a sense of balance and following the natural flow of the energy. So now I'm going to start. Preferably, please do not operate any heavy machinery now that you are watching this video, whether you are here live with me right now or if you are going to watch the recording later. It's best if you don't operate heavy machinery while you're doing this. If you feel like getting up and moving, the energy will, the clearing will still work, but stay away from operating heavy machinery. So now I'm going to start simply by clearing disturbing energy of others. If you are not subscribed yet, subscribe. And I'm going to start this clearing. Now, my subscribers, for those of you who are already subscribed, you are going to feel this energy clearing, even though you may not even be aware that I'm clearing. You may not even be aware that I'm doing a live streaming. Okay, you're going to feel a certain sense of release or peace or being brought back to balance. You're going to feel good, but you may not be aware as to why you feel good. Whew. So allow me to concentrate, to focus, and let us start. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Marion. Margot, hi. For many of you, it is clearing massively, massively, massively concerns worried related to work. This is coming to me in different directions. And the way this is coming to me, because I also have my own unique way of how I see energy, they're showing me 3 different continents. And everybody in all 3 different directions, all 3 different continents, there's a major concern, worry, problems, work related. I keep getting work from this direction, work from that direction, work from that other direction. Does that make sense to anyone? Please leave me a comment. You know who you are. It is clearing for some sort of a confusion. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, April. Laina. It is clearing for some sort of a confusion with schedules, keeping up maybe your daily routine or your daily schedule, your chores. Remember, during this process, you may notice that I could be yawning. The more you yawn, the more you clear. This is also a scientific fact. It is scientifically proven that when you yawn, you feel better. You may find that you could be yawning. You may be yawning, maybe you yawned even moments before you watched this video, because the clearing starts to work the moment I set the intention to do a clearing. You may be yawning hours after you watch this video. It is clearing for, I keep getting an image of Happy Valentine to you as well. Thank you. I keep getting an image of a stomach, and it's clearing for issues related to stomach. Constantly I keep getting in my mind this picture of a stomach, and it is very strongly again clearing for the stomach. This could be that for some of you, maybe recently, very recently, maybe you were sick, maybe you had some stomach issues. For other ones, hi Helen, hi Gabriela, Misty. This could also be that maybe sometimes you can be sensitive, but because you're used to that condition, it makes no difference to you anymore. So it could be physically, but remember, this could also simply be energetic. Doesn't mean that you have any stomach-related issues or problems, because right now we are not diagnosing, we are not predicting anything, we are not curing anything. We are simply clearing energy. And in terms of energy, the midsection of your body, like your tummy is being shown to me, it's clearing a lot. So Helen is confirming, yes, digestive issues. There, I keep getting cash. I keep getting cash. And I keep getting an image of somebody counting cash, like a pile of cash and counting money. But I also keep getting an image of foreign currency. And I keep having this plan, trying to come up with a plan, some money that maybe you need to invest in something that has to do with a home. This could be a rent, this could be buying a new home, buying a new property, buying a business. Maybe extra expenses, and now you need to come up with money because something unpredicted showed up. So I keep getting money and home, and that's what I keep getting. This is what it's clearing about. Hi, Rebecca. Uplift 3, hello to you as well. Does that make sense to you, guys? Um, so now I keep getting something around a mortgage, but that wasn't my first impression. So the first impression is going to be the strongest one, meaning that most of you have that blockage. Iris says yes, it resonates with her. Thank you. Understand that when we clear energy, sometimes it could have been weeks ago, it could have been months ago, and it could also be years ago because energy could also be stuck for years. That doesn't mean that right now you are still facing that issue. Maybe you did face that issue, that challenge, or that event. It doesn't. This event that already happened in your life doesn't necessarily mean that it was a challenge. But the energy of it is still there, and it doesn't need to be there anymore. Therefore, for some of you, I keep getting old problems. So maybe not right now, but some time ago, old problems around mortgage and payments. I also keep getting an image of a leaky ceiling or the gutters or something in the ceiling leaking or it needed repairing. They are showing me an image of feeling rushed or rushing either to a clinic, rushing into an emergency room, or rushing due to a medical issue, health issue. Would that mean anything to you? Has anyone of you been in some sort of an emergency with health? Because I'm shown like an ambulance and trying to rush to get into either a clinic or a hospital. This again, I'm not predicting. This could be something that already happened, but the energy of it may still be blocking you. Right now, it is clearing for you to find your words to express yourself successfully. To find your words to express yourself successfully through the spoken word, through the written word, through some sort of a creative endeavor, creative activity. It is clearing for someone, this could be a few people, it's clear for someone who is involved in writing an ad, writing a commercial, writing a book, writing blogs, writing. There's a lot of writing. It's clearing for that. So for some of you, maybe you have an energetic blockage that is blocking you in this process of creativity and writing. I keep getting money earned, money that you earn through the work that you do. For some of you, it is clearing for some work that you did in the past that maybe you are not still collecting the results of it. Maybe you are not still seeing the benefits of it, or maybe you still haven't been paid for it. Maybe you still need to be paid for it. So it's something like backed up payments or late payments. Does that make sense to anyone? I don't see any comments anymore, so I hope that that made sense to you guys. For some reason, I keep thinking in French. Do we have any French viewers right now? Anybody who's thinking of traveling in France or maybe having some sort of a project in France? Because for some reason I keep getting suddenly everything switches back to the French language. Does that make sense to anyone out there? How do you relate to this? What is this? I'm curious to know. Understand that none of these impressions that I'm getting none of them are intended to make any sense to me at all. These are simply intended to make sense to you, and they're going to make sense to you in your own unique way. It's clearing a lot around stress, stress, and it's clearing above the stress that you are still hanging on to it. You are not releasing. You are not doing anything about it. Maybe it's kind of stress and anxiety that maybe you are trying to suppress. Maybe you don't know how to deal with it in a successful way, in a healthy, balanced way. So it's clearing for how stress and how anxiety is affecting your body, your health, and your general well-being. Again, I don't see anybody else writing at this moment, so I don't know if this is making any sense to you guys. It's clearing something around children. It's clearing for those people who are very, very, very extremely either worried or simply exhausted from children. I mean, children are wonderful, but they can also be exhausting. It's clearing for us. Here's what I get. I keep getting, I need help with my children, or I need someone to take care of them for a moment so I can have some free time. Like trying to find the right time, the proper balance of time to yourself, time for the children, time from school, time for work, time to socialize. So it's clearing for that, having like balance in your life. And there's a lot more here, so I'm going to stay in this stage for a little bit longer because it's clearing for feeling overwhelmed by something that is happening around you. This could be people around you, this could be specific people around you that make you feel overwhelmed. But it is clearing. There's different reasons why you feel overwhelmed. It's just clearing for feeling overwhelmed. And I hope that that made sense to you. Let's see what's next. Well, I said that I'm going to simply do like a simple clearing, but I think I'm going to give you a full clearing now at this point. So let's see what else. So now it is clearing for a different aspect of your life. Many of you haven't felt completely, truly, 100% relaxed and in peace internally. I'm not talking about maybe on the outside you seem to be very peaceful and balanced. I'm talking about the inner peace, and inner peace is important. So many of you haven't had this sense of inner peace for a long, long time. For some of you, even for months. It is clearing for those of you who in some way feel that you still need to adapt and to adjust because something happened in relation to a move. Some sort of a big move happened recently, and in terms of energies, the energies are still all over the place, and you need to feel that inner peace and that inner balance. This could be maybe recently you moved, maybe there was some sort of a big move or big shift with your work. This could also have been, some other type of move. Maybe emotionally you felt shaken. Maybe this has, for others, this has nothing to do whether you moved or not. This simply has to deal with the fact that emotionally you felt moved, you felt shaken. And the energy of that feeling is still there. Therefore, it is clearing for that. In your physical body, this is connected, this is related to the ear, the hearing, the throat, the energy around the kidneys, because kidneys in your body are responsible for generating energy for your body. They fuel your body. So it's simply clearing for you to trust your intuition. So everybody has their own sense of intuition, but sometimes it's very important that You trust your intuition and you follow intuition and see where your intuition is going to lead you without that sense of fear. It's cleaning for a sense of fear. For some of you, maybe there is something that you are postponing or procrastinating. Maybe there's a little sense of fear, maybe fear connected to new beginnings. You want to do something, you want to initiate something, you want to take a chance or a risk, and there's some fear with that to take this chance, to take this risk. It's clearing for that. And it's clearing because here's what I get. I keep getting that all I want is to feel seen, to feel recognized, to feel like I'm not in the shadows, I'm not in the background anymore. You just want your feelings to be recognized. Okay, and I hope that that made sense to you. Again, that's not going to apply to everybody. So let's see what else. For some reason, I keep getting preparations in regards to some sort of a military event, like waiting for people to be discharged from army, or for those, maybe you are a soldier yourself and you're thinking of joining the army, or maybe it's time for you to be done with the military service. So it's something in connection to military service. For other ones, this could be also, training like the police academy, training to be a policeman or a policewoman as well. For other ones, I keep getting a sense of being stuck, feeling still, feeling stagnating, feeling like life is moving around you, things are happening, but not necessarily with you, and feeling like meh, like what can I do? Why do I feel like things are not moving forward with my life? Does that make sense to anybody? It is clearing a little bit about being pissed off or being angry or being frustrated, but not willing to deal with your anger, not willing to deal with your frustration. So it is also checking in to see in your physical body what energies I need to clear. And it's clear for some reason. Is anybody had at some point of their life any problems, issues with their gallbladder, or maybe you are facing some issues right now with the gallbladder? That is coming very strongly. Remember, we are not diagnosing, healing, or curing or anything. This is simply we are cleaning the energy around that organ. So very strongly, that was very strongly for some of you. And it is clearing for making important decisions, like making up your mind and being very specific and being very precise about something you want to see happen, or about a decision, especially when it comes to decisions. Let's see what else. So now it's checking in to see with a different aspect of your life. It is checking in to see the proper exchange between giving and receiving love. How loved do you feel that you are? How love shows up for you? How you choose to express love to other people? It is very, very strongly clearing for a recent breakup. So very strongly, I keep getting many of you recently had some sort of a breakup. It doesn't have to necessarily be a recent breakup with a boyfriend or with a girlfriend or with a spouse. This could have been a breakup between you and a project, a breakup between you and a dream that you had, or certain expectations that you had. It could be a breakup between you and a friend. So it is clearing for some sort of a recent breakup. It is clearing for anxiety related to feeling lonely. This is not about whether you are in a relationship or not, because you can be in a relationship and still feel lonely. On the other hand, you don't have to be you maybe you're not in a relationship. That doesn't mean that you feel lonely. So I just wanted to let you know the difference. So this is clearing for the feeling of feeling lonely. So it has nothing to do with your relationship status. A sense of trying to find fulfillment in a deeper way. And there's also a little bit of anxiety having to let go of something. In your physical body, it's kind of clearing any issues related to stress, anxiety, heart related issues and problems, and sleep related issues and problems, or any issues that are related with your fertility organs like uterus, ovaries, uh, and so your fertility organs. Let's see what else. So right now it's actually clearing on relationships. Remember, you have a relationship with a spouse, you have a relationship with your neighbor, you have a relationship with your mother, you have a relationship with your sister or siblings. So these are different kinds of relationships, and it is clearing for a sense of maybe a sense of finding people with whom you can easily share similar ideas. Maybe you feel like you are on the same page. Being surrounded with people with whom you can easily have this exchange of ideas. And it's clean for support. Okay? How support needs to show up in your life, financially, emotionally, in other ways, in other forms. So it's clearing for that. Is anyone watching this video preparing for motherhood? This could be your first pregnancy, this could be your second pregnancy, or simply maybe you're a guy, but is anyone preparing to become a mother? That was very strongly what I keep getting first. Or maybe you are simply preparing to become a father. For some reason, I keep getting motherhood preparations. And I hope that made sense to some of you. Clearly, that's not going to make sense to everybody. But remember that no relationship is ever perfect. In terms of energies, there will always be something to clear. And right now, it's simply clearing the energy between you and mother. It could be your childhood upbringing. It could be other things related to mother. Remember, no relationship is ever perfect. There's always going to be some energy that needs to clear. So it is checking in with that aspect of your life. It is clearing about, I don't know, who's trying to find a new home. Maybe you are simply trying to change the environment of your home, or maybe to change the energy of your home, how home makes you feel. Okay, but it's clearing about finding your place again, whatever that means to you, because I'm not going to interpret that, because that is intended to make sense to you and to you only. Like finding your place again, whatever that means for you. That would also be a spiritual meaning for some of you, emotional meaning, finding your place again. Okay, it is checking in to see in your physical body, checking in to see specifically with your stomach and clearing around that. So now we are checking in to see with another aspect that has to deal with father in your life, how father influence you in your life. Uh, Remember again, no relationship is ever perfect. There's always going to be something to clear. Very, very strongly right now, it is clearing for the influence of father or a boss, a male boss, someone in a position of authority, and they have certain authority over you. This could be a judge, this could be a lawyer, this could be a partner, this could be a boss. So someone who seems to hold some authority over you, and it's clearing for that. It is clear for many of you who maybe you feel you are questioning everything. Maybe you are in a soul journey or soul searching, and you need to feel connected to something greater out there. You need to feel like there's a wave of positivity in your life. There's something that you can look forward to it. You know, that bigger vision of life. The bigger vision of life. It is clearing for. Maybe you have to restructure the bigger vision for your life, feeling connected to spirituality, maybe finding a teacher or a mentor, like a spiritual mentor, finding something that not only resonates with you, but finding something that you can really implement in your life, follow in your life, feel one with the whole. Okay, so you don't have to feel like you're just a separate entity. We are all connected to each other. For some, like for example, people. For example, maybe they are drawn to Buddhism and trying to follow, the teachings of Dalai Lama, or you are trying to follow. Maybe you're Catholic and you're trying to follow. The Pope and his teaching or something like that. So it is about you feeling connected to someone who's going to guide you, give you some guidance over some matters. It is very, very strongly clearing about traveling. Does that make sense to anyone? Either recently you had travels, or maybe in your mind you want to travel, but it doesn't seem that it can happen. It's clearing a lot around travels. It's clearing a lot around that. Does that make sense to anyone? Signing papers, dealing with paperwork, dealing with contracts, dealing with things that are expired, or dealing with things that are about to expire. Maybe things that run its course. Grieving issues are coming very, very strongly. They're coming from different directions. So that could be quite a few number of you. That doesn't mean that you are aware of that. Sometimes this could be a subconscious feeling. So it's clearing something in regards to being able to let go, getting rid of stuff or anything, any energies that they no longer serve you. Okay, attachments, letting go. There's a lot of clearing around letting go, and feeling deserving, feeling that you are worthy, you are deserving. Because the way this is coming is, if somebody tells you you're up for a raise and you don't feel like you are doing a good job to deserve a raise, you're shifting the energy. It is also about accepting compliments. It is about accepting new duties and responsibilities with a sense of excitement, and a sense that, yes, I do deserve this because I work hard for it. So that was just an example that I gave you just to explain this energy that I'm sensing, that it's clearing about. It is about you exercising your authority, your inner authority. What kind of authority do you project onto others? When you enter a room, what kind of energy do you project? What kind of influence do you have on others? Okay, your inner power. How you influence people around you. Do you feel powerless? Do you feel like you can do a lot more? Do you feel like powerful? So it's clearing around that. In your physical body, it is clearing for, it is checking in to see the energy around your teeth, your jaw, your large colon, your skin, your bones in your body. And for many of you, very, very strongly, I keep getting a physical sensation connected to your lower back. The spine and the lower back is coming in very, very, very strongly. Did someone Had some problems with walking in your past. Maybe you couldn't walk for some reason, or you needed to rest your feet, because I keep getting like problems with the legs, feet, and walking. It's very strongly clearing about allergens or something that you may be sensitive or allergic to that could be affecting your breathing. That's what I keep getting. Could also be affecting your skin for some reason, but first and foremost, I keep getting the breathing for some of you. And simply for you to feel like you can breathe deep and you don't have to feel, and to feel release, feeling, being able to deeply breathe and just feeling relaxed. Is anybody dealing with hot flashes? Especially, this couple of days or in this period of time? It's very strongly clearing for hot flashes, and I hope that that is making sense to some of you. I mean, I know you guys are there because I can see there's 67 viewers right now, but nobody's typing right now, so I don't know if this is making sense to a particular individual or to a lot of you. And the last thing that I keep getting here, I keep getting some sort of a vision board. Or maybe in your mind creating a vision board, because it doesn't have to be a physical vision board. So now you have no more blockages, the old energy is left, and now the space cannot be empty. Therefore, we are going to invite the new energy, and we are going to make sure that the new energy is integrated, because energy comes in parts, and these parts need to be integrated. Just like your body has body parts, has different parts. So is the energy. Has anybody either been feeling down, very sad, very depressed, overwhelmed? Maybe you suffer from depression. So any issues around that, because or negative thoughts, negative thinking, because the way this is coming to me, it feels like everything is being substituted by a ray of sunlight. Like the sun is shining, feeling more positive, feeling more uplifted, feeling like you have something going on for you and yourself. Like life is good again. Without necessarily anything having to happen in your life, just feeling like more positive, more radiant. For some reason, I keep getting an image of a granola bar. Does that mean anything to anybody? Unless you are eating a granola bar right now, that you are watching this video, it's coming very strongly, this granola bar. It could also be like eating healthy. So that's an image that I got there. And lastly, we're going to ground the energy. We're going to make sure that this energy is long lasting. And it keeps on working for you for the next couple of hours, for the next couple of days, for the next couple of weeks, until something huge and significant happens in your life. Initially, you may feel like tiny little shifts, because the energy is going to work with the energy of, it's going to work with your natural energy. So it's not supposed to feel like forced. You may not even notice anything except for the feeling like I'm feeling peace, or I feel good. You may have a very good night's sleep. You may have like a very good laugh, just feeling good. And then eventually, you're going to notice the big shifts in your life. Whatever needs to happen in your life will happen according to the plan that the universe has for you. And the last grounded feeling that I have, I keep getting like I'm going to get up and with a new sense of optimism and new sense of energy, like feeling energetic, physically energetic. I hope that that made sense to you guys. Again, the information is down here below, somewhere here in the show or description box. If you want to get a full healing, a combination of clearing and Reiki for your sign of the zodiac, for your sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign, the link for that will be right down here below. To schedule a private session with me, email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. You may also check out my website, amalightworker.com. Thank you so much again. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you to my old subscribers. Thank you so much to the new subscribers. And I will see you soon in the next live streaming, in the next videos. Leave me a comment down here below and let me know how this clearing makes you feel. Remember, it's not specifically about what I'm saying because there's like 310,000 people in front of me. I'm not going to verbalizing each and every one of you. It is a general reading, but it is about how it makes you feel, regardless of what I'm saying. You don't have to necessarily connect to what specifically I'm talking about. It is about how it makes you feel. And this could be a very powerful video. These clearings, energy clearings, can be very, very powerful. I've been doing those for years. I've been doing those with private clients, private sessions. I've been doing those online on YouTube. And as I said, I did get a huge, great deal of positive feedback. So leave me a comment down below, and I will see you in the next videos. Bye bye.